I've been waiting for a journaling question to answer all day, and yours just came right in time. Let me describe what I believe God actually really meant by overflow. Beginning with Exodus 20, verse 15, you shall not steal, because you don't know where people's money come from. You don't know how hard they've worked for that money in order to buy that television. You don't know what they had to go through in order to make sure that that television wasn't broken. You don't know what they've had to go through in order to make sure that that laptop was not broken, and you don't know how many times they've had to count and recount those products in order to make sure that they've had the right design set for their face with their physical body parts. Okay? So let's talk about the topic of overflow in effect is you shall not steal, because they've had an overflow of an influx because they've done the work that has been very detrimentally hard, staying up all the way through until 5 a.m. the next morning, not sleeping. In order to make a paycheck with a dime and a dollar and a nickel attached to it. You understand me? First of all, that's overflow. Overflow is a lack of sleep so that you can have an overflow of your stuff in your home that makes who you are in human being form. That's where you begin with the overflow. The lack of sleep that proves and provides the evidence of the job done, and therefore you have a paycheck that says where do you get that money from. Overflow explained number one, lack of duration sleep, meaning you haven't slept for an entire week in order to make that paycheck to put that stuff in your house, because the other paycheck goes towards, oh, you have a niece in university, she's in her third year, and you're paying her university fees in her third year. You have a son who's also about to start university in his first year, and on top of your niece's education, you're now paying for your son's education. And now you have to also think about your daughter's education in university for the next year that's coming up that almost got suspended on a fraud charge because I won't change my daughter's, doctor's office to Dr. Mahalal's office in order to say decrease my overflow from lack of sleep and not increase it due to the lack of sleep, if you know what I'm saying. That's where overflow begins. 1 to 2 weeks of no sleep, $300,000 later, guess what? I get to slap some shit on my face that's probably spilled with what? Sperm. That's overflow. 14 days of work, overflow up my crack ass in sperm. I'm just saying.